Is anybody taking it seriously? Does that show no respect? I'm actually here in respect. Does it matter how I put on my clothes? Does it matter if I wear the cloth of the law? Of the one ruler, Inuado. There is only one for everyone. Everyone has a choice of one. But this time, we're being pushed into a corner, and we're going to have no more choices. So let's abide by the laws and go by the rules. If the rules change, the laws will change. But for us, the mediocre man who is not up there in one of the 500 million chosen, there's nothing left for you. But this world is the world of correction. That's why in roulette you have a 0 and a double 0. The double 0 puts you into life and takes you out of life and brings back the spirit world to whence you came. But while we're in this world, the correctional world, God has to see what the soul has done to the spirit in order to correct it back upstairs in heaven. There's a couple of groups out there, and this Monopoly game is coming down to the end. I've been watching the banker all along. In some moves, he seems to be at a pull. In all actuality, he's somewhere near the Vatican. In the other move, we seem to have Italy and Rome. And then we have those who don't wash their feet. MAFIA. Big deal. They're little nothings. They're nothing. They're doing what they do so they can keep quiet. That's why they let them do it. So let them do it. They're not what we're after. If they want to go out to Colombia and get what they want, and the Americans want to fight them in the drug trade, go ahead. This is all to blind us. We're all blind. Watching what's happening in the regular, normal world, we are blinded to what's actually getting to be pulled over our heads. This is wool from a sacrificed lamb. It's my hat. Karate hat. We must watch out for all those world powers, how they associate the singleton of themselves in between all the other ones. Edelweiss, Edelman, Ettenberg, Bilderberg. Then you have another one up here. They call it the the hoax, the rich man. Okay, I don't see it on here. But in all styles, no matter what I look at, I see the same results. There's 9 players in the game, and 9 pieces to play the game in Monopoly, in which we know Trinity will leave only 3. In those 3 of Trinity, there is actually only one. G66. Take a look at how you mark the G, because if you extend it, it becomes a 6. And now you put the 3 6s. One is for the birth, one is for the life, and one is for the rebirth up in the heavens. But in the heavens you are not reborn as a birthed man. So therefore the hex goes on the 6. Because you come out of 5, the spirit angel. Although you're 1 mark down, you're 1 mark up, because you're off this world of corrections. And there are those out there that will be correcting, let me tell you. And I see it coming as early as this August. And like I've told people before, put water in your house and make sure you have a telephone that works. Not a cell phone. Not a good thing. Landlines. That's what you have to know. We started with Mabel and Abel and Annabelle and the year Ane. So if the word was good for every year, then the word bell or mother bell, right now the bells will be ringing. $75 billion belonging to one man who is going to stay his duration until his death in this society of our world. Not here where I am. But he will stay there till the end. And he will battle us till the end. So where did he start out 25 years ago? No, it wasn't the Guidestones or 30 years ago. It was at the beginning. It started all at the beginning. And they've been preparing since day one. Those who believed in God knew they'd come back. So they knew somewhere down the line they'd leave a reminder and they'd start over from where they left off. Don't believe me. You don't have to believe me. The only thing I'm asking is that everybody take everything seriously. If you're looking, I mean, if you're just a kid and you really don't care about anything, that's okay. But if you're seriously into something, make sure you know what you're actually into, because it's not the words they speak, it's the definitions of the words that mean. And I see right through the definitions. You can't write one word without God being in it. Man is controlled up to a certain extent. He can only go outside the path so much. And when it comes to writing documentary that all the public should see, God sticks his nose in, and he leaves certain letters in certain places. He starts capitals and periods. He puts commas and dashes. He puts question marks and exclamation points. He puts numbers, numerals, and shapes. And everything he does, you can't stop, because you were made from him, and we are programmed this way. So no matter what you try to hide, there's going to be one who will be able to break that program. So whichever side you're on, and of course, there are three sides for the three worlds, the three major worlds, levels of 9 by 981 by 3 through 73. Oh, I'll have to think about that one. I know what it means, but it's okay. You don't have to know what it means. But if you double the 73 to 146, that means one angel and one man. You see, things were made to build up and then break down again in order to see the actual truth that's behind it. What is behind these glasses? Of course, my blue eyes and my blonde hair. You like my blonde hair? Is it nice? My gray beard? I'm getting old. I'm getting wise. Now it's time for you guys to get wise, and don't look out for the surprise, because we don't need any surprises. Sometimes we don't want a surprise. Have you ever heard that one before? Take care now, you've got Raphael. MrTacpans's 7286 from Nebula 3681 and 5281 system. Super Train 55. What tracks am I running? I'm running on the tracks of the Monopoly, and I just keep going from track to track. I just jump 10 spaces every time I go. To track all these things down. And then at the end, I'm still on the tracks, and I see what's going on, and I know who should be coming up and what I should be stopping. Stop right there before you go any further. You think this is not a clue? This board? On one side in Europe, they put a single zero. On the other side, they put a single zero and a double zero. Look at your calculator. See how it's lined up. With the decimal, the .com next to the zero and the double zero of the worlds. This is a clue. I've already found some of the stuff from the past, right here in this. Can it tell the future? Can I read it? Sanskrit? Can I read it? You can read whatever you wish. You can make up in your mind whatever you want. The truth, and that's the good thing about the truth, it always comes forward, and it never changes. There's only one truth, and when it steps forward, you will see it. Or you can look deep inside. Look deep inside the rabbit hole. Take the red pill or the blue pill. Do we live in the Matrix? Are we Dr. Mario? Yes, we are. We are in the Matrix, and we can be rebuilt. But will your mind survive the passage of truth? Because in the Matrix, only the truth can survive. Everything else is known as viruses and Trojan horses and left back to roam. So if you're going to roam around and be searching outside the circle, be careful on how far you go and what you say and what you search for. Because sometimes you may not like what you find.